Live voice initialized. At clean_sailorbs says, face orange biting nails.
Alright, where are we spamming
face
right?
orange biting nails. Face orange biting nails. Face orange biting nails. Face orange biting nails. Face orange biting nails. At Eric Gamas says, MM. At Ian7215 says,
Why are we spamming?
Glorp.
Glorp. That was a noise.
At clean_sailorbs says, sorry I'm just bored.
Ooh. No. Why is it with modifiers? No. So I'm just lower that.
At Eric Gamas says, MM.
Is this going for a rank? Why is it getting re-uploaded so much?
At ChatFlexBot says, lay it soon.
Oh my gosh. Dude, is it seriously gonna keep spamming that every time? Yo, let's it's like low key, like no, what the heck? Oh my gosh, why is YouTube so slow?
At Eric Gamas says, MM.
Okay.
At Ian7215 says, ERM. At Eric Gamas says, lay it soon.
Okay. Dude, why? This hurts.
I'm in traffic, my car is supersonic. Why you driving like a manic? It brings me lots of panic. Got a bad habit, I'm a speeding addict. My car is automatic, I don't want to crash it. Hey yo, digita museico. Kuski yo sa buhay ako ng label. Hey yo, Traffic! Traffic! Tumerafakilla räpänä kolmion takamua kylkeen risteyksessä. Pitäis ottaa korttia kilvet, tekstas palaa hermot naki.
Politie wil me pakken en klemmen, maar ik ben smarter en clever. Remsporen darker than ever, al mijn fax in een emmer, bucket.
Hey yo, digita museiko. Kuski jo savua ja kone leipoo. Hey yo, miks nää jono seisoo? Voi kettu kuinka ketuttaa tää kettu, mä en fucking Traffic! Traffic!
Alright, nah. Alright, that's just noise.
And I said,
Alright.
At MR Fang Reaper says, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, yo.
What? Returning.
At MR Fang Reaper says, is it hard to do that?
No, yeah.
At Ian7215 says, music to my ears.
Dude, the tracking! Oh my god. The tracking is throwing. Grr.
At MR Fang Reaper says, I was trying to say the fast part, is it hard?
Not really.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, is it just me or is audio not synced properly?
I don't know.
At Ian7215 says, yeah, I don't think it is.
Dude, there's nothing I can do about that.
At MRFang Reaper says, yeah, it's not synced.
It's not really anything I can do about that. Dude, what is that an act? Hello? Dude, I really wish this was right. This would be like a crazy score. Too bad I'm gonna lose it all in the second half.
At Ian7215 says, me when I visit.
$98.3. That's crazy. I think it's time to play Real Returning.
At MRFang Reaper says, I forgot, but are you playing on VR?
Yeah. That is not returning. What is that? What is that? Alright, let's do this. Let's try returning hard though. Maybe we could gain. Dude, that was like crazy middle combat.
At BMDS3B says, how are you doing that? At the one and only Mango Lord says, skill. At MR Fang Reaper says, how do you do it so fast?
Practice.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, yes.
No. Dude, am I seriously gonna lose at all just because I missed like some one random note? On the akka part. Okay, the axe is a little bit worse, but it's fine. We'll probably be able to hold. Dude, I was running day and night like a couple of days ago, and like I was holding crazy axe, and I kept losing it all. It was very sad.
At MR Bang Reaper says, after this one can you do a really hard one? At Banana0919B7P says, what resets are those?
VW_collided. Dude, why is the left hand throwing?
At the one and only Mango Lord says, I'm liking this kill chat right now.
Okay. Dude, what was my act difference? That was actually like, I feel like that was pretty good act. Like, I could probably 600. Never mind, I was just holding the same exact act. Never mind. Oh wait, no, that would be 600. That would be, that would... I just gotta like not lose all my act at like, the most random part ever.
At Streamlabs says, ahoy. Captain at Ian7215 is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type, heist amount to join. At MR Fang Reaper says, can you do a hard one? At Chris Wright 82 says, hi.
Hello. Okay, that was pretty rough.
At Streamlabs says, 100,108. At Virtus GT, 99,893, 9. At Sinister on Quest YT, 85,630, 10. Mango Lord, 72,000. At Streamlabs says, 60.33, 8. At Ian Pika 98, 57.83. At MR Bang Reaper says, do a hard one please. At Chris Wright 82 says, I've been sub for a 1Y.
Fire.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, do the mod commands actually work?
Yeah.
At Chris Wright 82 says, can I 1v1 you? At the one and only Mango Lord says, test. At Streamlabs says, the point. At Streamlabs says, a crew of pirates and raiders check their flintlocks and sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for Black Heart Island. At Streamlabs says, results at Ian 7215, 2674. At the one and only Mango Lord says, test. At the one and only Mango Lord says, test.
Returning! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so dumb. This is so dumb.
At Ian 7215 says, noise.
It's actually so dumb.
At MR Fang Reaper says, do a hard one. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I think I might be using the TPS commands wrong. At the one and only Mango Lord says, test.
Okay, that was pretty rough. Dude, that's crazy though. Okay, I could just set a 600 on any linear map ever.
At Ian 7215 says, is that ranked on Beat Leader?
No.
At MR Fang Reaper says, 100.
100.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, nice.
Oh my gosh. Should I try this diff? I think I could gain off this diff. Return.
At MR Fang Reaper says, I sent 11,100. I meant 10 face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Holy act drop.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, do you mind if I try to test the catchup command?
I already tested it. It all works.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, I want to know how it works though.
It literally tells you.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, I don't doubt that it works.
It's the same thing as me pressing refresh on Speak Chat.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, I mean I want to try it out. At the one and only
Returning. Alright, let's go back to the LARP. The LARPing. Maybe I could improve my score. We just keep cycling between this and the real return. And then we're gonna get like 99s. It's gonna be so fire.
At Void Dreams Official says, how long has it been since you last played Frog on the Floor?
6 years.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, too long.
Alright.
At Streamlabs says at Ian 7215, you successfully redeemed Jump Scare for 10,000 points. At the one and only Mango Lord says, bro just used 10k points. At Ian 7215 says, yeah. At Void Dreams Official says, nah cause I've seen you play it before and it definitely hasn't been 6 years. At the one and only Mango Lord says, really? At the one and only Mango Lord says, interesting.
Hello! Dude, I could just keep cycling back between this and the real returning. I'm actually gonna gain
At the
millions.
one and only Mango Lord says, hello. At Ian7215 says, hi.
Like, it's crazy. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Dude, if this was ranked on Beat Leader, how much would this be worth? It's probably worth nothing still. Ah, dang. Alright, that's fine. I can probably hold. Dude, that's really rough.
At Cosmic Beetle Guy says, no, after this song could you maybe do Wish You Were Here. At Jacob Beat Saber Plays he says, hi.
Hello. Okay. I mean, I could try this diff. Dude, these are like crazy gains. Like, actually crazy.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, what happened to chat Flexbit?
What do you mean?
At Jacob Beat Saber Plays he says, 1v1. At Wisp Harry says, did you see the new Beat Saber update?
No.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, chat Flexbit is done.
Dude, what are you talking about?
At Streamlabs says, ahoy. Captain at the one and only Mango Lord is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Touch, ice the mount to join. At BeanKitty2024 says, that's so cool. At Beankitty 2024 says, that's cool.
Awesome. Ah, dang it. Dude, I just need the run on this map. Dude, I'm gonna have so many 620s after this. It'd be crazy. Everything's sniping them on. It's so sad.
At Streamlabs says, ho ho. The entire crew escaped Blackheart Island alive. They celebrate with a chest full of gold and a belly full of rum. At Streamlabs says, results at the one and only Mango Lord, 2674, at Ian 7215.
Returning. And not bad. Dude, I'm getting all the 620s. I'm getting all of it. It's crazy. W gains. Where am I at now?
At Ian 7215
527?
Yippee.
Dude, I think I have like full pages, like 620s. Dude, it's crazy. So many 600s.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, nice.
Dude, I have a bunch of maps I could get a 630 on.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, I got a full page of nothing.
Okay, how did 30 people show up? Yo, welcome 30 people. It's probably YouTube glitch. They're all Casper. Yo, if you're one of the 30, You're the goat. And it starts.
At Wesley Plays Games says, bro do rap dog. At the one and only Mango Lord says, it just dropped to 20. At the one and only Mango Lord says, probably a glitch. At FlixerXD says, yo haven't joined your stream in a while, mostly BCZ. I broke my VR 2 years ago, but how have you been?
Been doing alright.
At FlixerXD says, that's good.
Dude, this hack is like way worse. Oh my gosh. Yo, we gotta go back to the LARP. The LARPing. We're gonna get a 98.4, and then we're gonna go back to returning hard, and we're gonna get a 98.1 or something. Actually, I already think I have a 98.1.
At Cosmic Default Guy says, can you do I wish you were here now?
Hold up, we gotta be like really dumb right now, and just grind returning. We're gonna get so much games off of just returning. Wait, hold on. I wanna try day and night. I'm probably not gonna gain off of this, but we'll see. If I can gain off of returning normal, we can gain off of day and night.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, bros on the grind. At the one and only Mango Lord says, can't stop the grind. At FlixerXD says, I started playing GD again and I'm on track to beat my first Extreme Demon in about a month.
Yo, fire.
YouTube as well, but I'm not good at content and now you need to be 16 to stream now.
Dang,
At
that's
the one and only Mango Lord says, okay buddy. At baby_lane says, LNFGL.
No! Oh my gosh. This is what's gonna get me like the whole time I'm gonna play this map. Just striking. Like you hit one red and it's over. You lose tracking once, it's over.
At baby_lane says, Cat Orange whistling. At the one and only Mango Lord says, person turquoise wizard 1.
Okay, that's kind of rough.
At Ian7215 says, what's your top play? At Streamlabs says, ahoy. Captain at the one and only Mango Lord is trying to. At the one and only Mango Lord says, interesting.
No! Oh my gosh, you're so close to
At
640.
the one and only Mango Lord says,
No.
if I type skip 100,
I've been
will it skip the
robbed.
next 100 messages, or is it just for a few seconds?
It's just gonna skip it to the most recent message. You just do the same thing as catchup. Dude, I've been robbed. This is so unfair. I've actually been robbed.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, interesting.
Okay, if I get a 640, it's just not gonna do
At
much.
Flixer XD says, alright Imma go now, hope you have a good rest of your day.
Alright, see ya.
At Streamlabs says, a crew of pirates and raiders check their flintlocks and sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for Blackheart Island.
Dude, I'm getting like the pop-off of the century right now. It's crazy. Dude, I'm like so close to rank 39 too. Oh my gosh, I'm like 8 away.
At Gecko_guard says, yo, I just scrolled across this, I used to watch you daily and completely forgot about this, lol.
Crazy. You're gonna watch me set a 640 right here right now.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, bro is going to hit rank 10 tomorrow. Trust. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, when do we get top 20 stream?
I wonder. Ooh, that was rough.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, 644 trust. At Gecko_guard says, you still doing OF or not? At the one and only Mango Lord says, what does that mean? At the one and only Mango Lord says, okay buddy. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I'm not letting that message through.
No! Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, that would have been like the same exact score. I dropped like way too much ac.
At T31260 says, this song reminds me of bass SLVT. At Ian7215 says, me when I choke. At Divine_handle suck says, beta T than me lol. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, tracking sold.
That was not tracking.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, let's ban this Ian guy.
What?
At Ian7215 says, nah.
Ooh, that was rough.
At Shedzoom says, what did he say? At the one and only Mango Lord says, At Ninja Plays 12S3P says, At Shedzoom says, I'm talking about Ian.
Dude, I'm actually getting robbed right now.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, oh.
Dang.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, he said me when I choke. At Shedzoom says, oh okay.
What's wrong with that? What?
At the one and only Mango Lord says, he was referring to when you choke. At the one and only Mango Lord says, sorry. At the one and only Mango Lord says, my screen was a little behind. At the one and only Mango Lord says, for anybody wondering, it was a joke.
What? Alright, that's enough day and night. I could.
At the one and only Mango Lord
Just
says,
frustrated.
I is make joke. At Ian7215 says, mm. At the one and only Mango Lord says, calc is short for calculator by T.E. Way. At Dillinger Tomlin says, can make a request.
One second. I'm trying to grind ranked. I'm like so close to climbing a rank. Dude, what could we play? I
At
have
the
no
one
idea
and
what else
only
I could
Mango
play.
Lord says, for those watching, don't forget to like and subscribe. At
Why
Dillinger
are we
Tomlin
corny today?
says, okay NP.
Dude, it's gonna be a really sad day once the relay happens. Actually, gonna be so sad. I'm gonna lose all my ranks because I decided to grind returning normal and evocation. Returning. Do, 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 do.
At says, go. At the one and only Mango Lord says, yeah.
Ooh, that was rough.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, Postia Syrios up.
Okay.
At reborn_Loki says, real life Naya Zenon Heartsuit.
Dude, I don't know why I'm getting so good at leading it. Okay, that was really bad. Oh my gosh. I think I ran out of quota. That's fine. We can lock in. GG's, that's 6:30. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my god. Wow. Yo, I gained a rank. Oh my gosh. Okay, it signed me out, and that's what happened. I didn't run out of quota. But that's good. I could probably fix that really easily.
Live voice initialized.
Awesome. Is it gonna update? Oops. Why is it not updating? Alright, that's fine.
At Streamlabs says, ahoy. Captain at the one and only Mango
Alright.
Lord is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type, heist amount to join.
Dude, these are like
At the one and
I
only
get
Mango
so
Lord
many
says,
crazy
be
scores.
quiet.
It's insane. Dude, I have a full page of 630s now. Oh, that, like, not full page of 630s, but like, you know what I mean. The bottom of my front page is a 635. That's actually crazy.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, crazy. At the one and only Mango Lord says, cray cray.
Awesome. Dude, now I just need a set of 630 on normal diff.
At Verbro H7H says, hello.
Hello. Is it possible for me to gain on this diff? Doesn't look like it.
At Zoom Meta says, sup.
Interesting. Dude, my +1 is still a 577.
At Gary Yi says, power of the saber blade. At Streamlabs says,
Dude, I could probably gain off a jet lag. Did Score Saber crash? Okay, never mind. I just have like 2 copies of jet lag and Score Saber just dies. I could probably gain off a jet lag. Just gotta find the right diff. Dude, this is so crazy.
At Ian7215 says, face orange biting nails, face orange biting nails.
Now I'm 200 away from the next rank. That's what's really annoying. Like, I think I would have to get a full page of 540s. Or maybe a full page of 550s. Dude, is something dying? Why's the bot like that?
At the one and only Mango Lord says, what?
Nothing.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, okay.
Do do do. Do 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 do. I should probably try Yak 6.
At Nietzsche117JRYT says, do you like turtles? At the one and only Mango Lord says, nah. At the one and only Mango Lord says, they don't taste very good. At Nietzsche117JRYT says, okay. At the one and only Mango Lord says, now dog on the other hand. At the one and only Mango Lord says, JK.
Alright.
At Nietzsche117JRYT says, crazy. At Ian7215 says, interesting.
Do 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 do.
At Nietzsche117JRYT says, me when I see 647 pp.
What is that supposed to mean?
At the one and only Mango Lord says, do.
Dude, something is breaking.
At Nietzsche117JRYT says, I don't know.
Alright, let's try Yaks.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, PP could definitely have a different name. At Niji117JRYT says, anyways, what did I miss?
You missed the pop-off of the century. Like 20 minutes ago. I was grinding returning like a bunch of times. And I got like a 630.
At Niji117JRYT says, oh come on.
Sky is falling down. Tell me, come to work. Baby, are you down, 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 down?
At Portland Steinmetz says, hi.
Baby, are you down, 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 down? Yes.
At Niji117JRYT says, also you didn't hear the new sound when the Epic Cat server sound overdrive. At the one and only Mango Lord says, what? At the one and only Mango Lord says, new sound. At Niji117JRYT says, NBN. NBN. At the one and only Mango Lord says, what have you been up to recently?
I don't care that my left controller's battery is low. Why did you teleport me?
At Niji117JRYT says, touching grass. At Niji117JRYT says, victory hand. At Ian7215 says, face orange biting nails. At Wannabe Music says, are you programming beat stats entirely in TypeScript? Why are all your projects in TypeScript? I saw your GitHub and followed you, Whiteheart.
Low-key, I only know TypeScript. Low-key. Yeah.
At Cortland Steinmetz says, my left VR controller is dead.
I'm pretty sure TypeScript is okay
At
for
the one and only Mango Lord says,
for
I've
block
lost.
stats. Cause like,
At the one
I
and
plan on
only
making
Mango
it like
Lord
a whole
says,
like web thing.
peak grammar.
30 seconds.
Dude, why am I short? Why am I short? Everything's breaking. Now forget it.
Caution. 30
No,
seconds.
no, I can't play like this.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, I was touching European grass not too long ago. At Niji117JRYT says, anyways.
Caution. 30 seconds.
At Wannabe
Oxygen
Music
remaining.
says, hahaha, I'm struggling with the opposite problem because I gotta make a front end for this map ranking system I'm making.
Dang.
At Niji117JRYT says, later puts victory hand.
I looked at the... Dude, this music's so loud. I looked at the...
At the one and only Mango Lord says, bye.
Like, at first I just made like the Discord bot. And then like I realized like I want to do more with the thing. So like I looked at Saber Reloaded's GitHub and I take like inspiration from that. So like you can see like there's like some similarities.
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
At Venus12398 says,
But I don't have like a front end or anything. I literally just make on the bot. I'm gonna be honest, I had like no idea what I was doing until like halfway I started rewriting the bot. That's cool, I guess.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, do any of us know what we're really doing?
Dude, can I actually gain off of this?
At @1_lead says,
Yep. No, right hand, what are you doing?
At Streamlabs says, ahoy. Captain at the one and only Mango Lord is trying to... At Ethan4 says, I have returned.
Welcome back.
@1_lead says, how many years did it take for you to have this skill?
About like 6 years. Okay, I can't gain off of You Are Mine because I have no idea what I did on the score. But how should I don't stop the music?
4941 says, what song is that?
You Are Mine by Yak03.
At Ethan Decor says, I have a potential mod chart song.
If I 600 this, I could probably 600 this. I think maybe I don't know.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, I wish I could have ranked recommendations. At @1_lead says, dang, that's a bunch, would you say it was worth it?
Yeah, this is worth it. You don't grind the game just because you want to get number one. You grind the game because it's fun. And it looks cool. That's basically what everything in life is. You do things because they look cool.
As Streamlabs says, a crew of
I should
pirates and raiders
become
check their flint
I should
locks and
become a
sharpen their
motivational
cutlasses.
speaker.
At Ethan Decor says, you ain't capping 650 points. At the one and only Mango Lord says, it's all about the journey.
Yeah, this map is actually rage bait.
At Noah
Like-
says, can you play Misery?
Misery. About who?
At Wannabe Music says, I wanted to make a Beat Saber leaderboard
Peace,
that
peace.
values stamina and allows more diverse tech and speed mapping. I got started with Next.js today because I wanted a website for the map/rank database.
Dude, I don't know how to use
At
any
Ethan Cole
JavaScript
says,
framework.
play
All I
my
know
song
how to do
At Billy Jimmy Bobby
is
says,
how to
can you do from
code
the
in
start?
TypeScript. That's
At
literally
Saman
all I got.
4941 says, can you play Tempo Katana please?
I don't know
At
if
Billy
I'm gonna
Jimmy
make a
Bobby
website
says,
for block
can you
stats.
do
I don't
from
know
the
how I'm
start?
gonna do it. From the start, I'll do these requests later. I want to find like
At
one
Aaron
more
Isaac
map to
13
grind.
says, I can do it with your face. At Billy Jimmy Bobby says, can you do from the start? At Swat_leads says, do you get any earnings?
From YouTube, like a little bit.
At Wannabe Music says, damn bro grinning face with sweat. At Ethan Decor says, when the... At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, Nagalila is a decent map.
You know what else is a decent map? Returning normal. Actually, that one's debatable.
At Swat_leads says,
The
at
subway.
least it give money you know.
Yeah. Returning.
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, how do you gain so much off a bottom row linear slot?
It's what all the top players are getting off.
At Ethan Decor says,
It's because if you
"Want
learn
to
how to
check
act,
want
you
the
can
meme map
basically
after my song."
like this basically turns into
At
overlay.
Saman 4941 says, can you please play Tempo Katana?
But if you're like
Please,
low
please,
rank
folded
and like you
hands,
can't
folded
act
hands,
anything,
folded hands, folded hands.
you could probably only gain off of like pass, like passing high stars or just like general
At the
tech
one and
maps.
only Mango Lord says, he's grinding right now. At Small Animal C3W says, what your hardest song?
Ooh, that's rough.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, the hardest ranked song. At Swat_leads says,
What's my score on
do you
Mans
rely
first?
on YouTube, or do you have a side job?
I rely on other people for living.
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, maybe that's why I suck so much at linear. At Swat_leads says, ah.
Okay, this is not good. Oh yeah, let's try this. I haven't 600 this yet.
At Mateo Galasso C1D says, play Camellia Musics. At Saman KD4941 says, can you please play the song? At Mateo Galasso C1D says, music. At the one and only Mango Lord says, Vortex actually relies on the government. He's getting his social security checks because he's a UNC.
Alright.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, face orange biting nails. At Even Decor says, ready to do suggestions yet? At Mateo Galasso C1D says, for Sysmix music. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, I would lose my sanity if I only gained off of linear though.
I could gain off of like a small handful of like techniques. Meanwhile, Omar can gain off of like anything.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, how old is he again? At Alien Duke 1234 T5C says, is 16 I think. At Alien Duke 1234 T5C says, thing. At the one and only Mango Lord says, crazy.
Dude, I don't know why this is so hard to gain off.
At Pojing Sampapot says,
This must be a show we run.
at the one and only Mango Lord says, at least it's not some Rubik's Cube WR type stuff. At the one and only Mango Lord says, 3x3 record is by like a 10-year-old. At Ian 7215 says, FR. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, I don't understand how Urmer got number 1 on CB1 with 10. At the one and only Mango Lord says, or it was at least. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I don't know. At swat_lead says, looks too easy for you. At Saman4941 says, by waving hand.
Alright, see ya. Dude, why is this so hard to access?
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, Vortex, is it normal for your Q3 to normally disconnect or is mine posseized?
And
At swat_leads says, how do your arms feel after a stream?
they feel normal. Yo, I don't care that my left controller battery's low. I do
At
not
the
care.
one and only Mango Lord says, bro is probably jacked. At the one and only
And
Mango Lord says, but only in arms. At swat_leads says, how my arms would shut down for at least a week. At the one
Dang, I
and
have
only
so
Mango
many
Lord says,
622s.
probably looks like he skips leg day. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, he is skin and bones everywhere else. At swat_leads says, flexed biceps. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, this is not as arm straining as it looks at all. At the one and only Mango Lord
Antidote,
says,
where's the
if I
antidote?
tried to get back
Give me
to
that
where I was a
antidote.
month ago right now I would probably actually injure myself. At Arctic Fox 152 says, At Ethan Decor says, Insert night guard. I'm gonna kick your AHH jump scare.
Yo, Angel's Window. Oh my gosh, I could play No Fear, No Despair. I completely forgot about that map.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, bro died. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, he gone. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, OBS crashed. At the one and only Mango Lord says, time to gamble. At Streamlabs says, ahoy. Captain at the one and only Mango Lord is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type, heist amount to join. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, I love gambling. At the one and only Mango Lord says, bro is broke. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, dang. At Apex Dasher says, Ubdivgijkal Naprastobooksies. At the one and only Mango Lord says, no spamming please. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, Vortex is genuinely gone. At the one and only Mango Lord says, even though he's not here right now. At Streamlabs says at the one and only Mango Lord failed to give 0 points to. Feels bad man. At Streamlabs says, a crew of pirates and raiders check their flintlocks and sharpen their cutlasses as they disembark for Black Heart Island. At Streamlabs says, ho ho. The entire crew escaped Black Heart Island alive. They celebrate with a chest full of gold and a belly full of rum. At Streamlabs says, results at Alien Dude 1234 T5C, 0, at the one and only Mango Lord, 2674. At Apex Dasher says, Ubdivgijkal Naprastobooksies. At the _real_ Beetlesewer says, fa. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, how does Streamlabs have 150 points? At Streamlabs says at the one and only Mango Lord failed to give 150 points to Alien Dude 1234 T5C. Feels bad man. At Apex Dasher says, how do I get points? At the one and only Mango Lord says, you wait. At the one and only Mango Lord says, you get points by being here. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I think you need to be chatting though. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I don't really know though. At Apex Dasher says, for how long? At the one and only Mango Lord says, a few minutes. At Apex Dasher says, oh okay. At the one and only Mango Lord says, you get 10 every so often. At Apex Dasher says, I. At Apex Dasher says, AM. At Apex Dasher says, good. At Apex Dasher says, at Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, we should genuinely check on Vortex bro face orange biting nails. At Streamlabs says at the one and only Mango Lord gave 100 points to at Apex Dasher. At Apex Dasher says, chatting. At Itzliamk says, hi Vortex Wizard. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, cannot take this long to find a battery bro. At the one and only Mango Lord says, he might have set his headset down. At Apex Dasher says, yeah I got points. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I was honestly not paying attention to what he said before he disappeared. At Apex Dasher says, what do points do? At Itzliamk says, can I watch you play Beat Saber? Where did you go? At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, his controller died.
Yeah.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, not really anything. At the one and
I'm gonna
only
just play
Mango
this
Lord
even though it's
says,
like
we
worth
back.
nothing.
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, points let you flex or hours spent on stream or something. At Itzliamk says, i.e. he's back.
Right.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, you can redeem stuff for points. At Apex Dasher says, amen. At the one and only Mango Lord says, hours flex. At Apex Dasher says, redeem what? At Streamlabs says, 60.33, 8. At Neon Pika 98, 57.83, 9. At Splatsville 347, 50.42, 10. Rad Kakadalova 5144, 47.83. At Itzliamp says, how the heck is he doing this right now? At the one and only Mango Lord
so
says,
frustrating.
dang. I feel like I've wasted so much time in Vortex's streams, no offense. At Apex Dasher says, I like turtles.
I don't know how I 600 this.
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, Vortex wasn't your first 600 attack map.
Yeah, it was the mama. That was back when I played on Index, so like I could not gain off a linear at all.
At Apex Dasher says, can you play Rushy? At Itzliamp says, do you have any songs by Marshmello on there? At
Maybe.
I Like Geckos YT says, how do you get those sabers? Is that resabers?
Yeah, it's resabers. Yo, deep into the vibe.
At I Like Geckos YT says, oh. Itsliamp says, play a song by Marshmello on there.
Dude, I actually have to like 98 of these EMFs to get like crazy scores. That's kind of sad, really. Like, I can't gain off of anything anymore.
The one and
it has
only
to be
Mango
98.
Lord says, please don't spam Apex. I like geckos YT says, Reese Abers costs money, right?
Yeah.
Streamlabs says the one and only Mango Lord gave 200 points to Alien Dude 1234 T5C. Apex Dasher says, oh sorry. The one and only Mango Lord says, here's some points Alien Dude.
Alien
Dude 1234 T5C says, Lego. Itsliamp says, play Marshmello.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna stop playing ranked. Let's play some requests. I'm really good at spelling.
Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, face orange raised eyebrow. Apex Dasher says, I like points.
It's probably gonna be challenged. I'm not gonna play that one.
The one and only Mango Lord says, I think you should play a chill song. Apex Dasher says, why do you have so many points, Mango?
Yeah.
The one and only Mango Lord says, gambling. Apex Dasher says, oh.
Dude, whatever's wrong with these maps? Okay, let's see. Please, I beg, no resets. Please. Please be a normal map.
Alien Dude
I don't like that name.
T5C says,
I did not like that name.
9% of gamblers quit before they win big. The one and only Mango Lord says,
okay, these are cool lights.
This is your calling to stop what you're doing right now and to gamble everything. The one and only Mango Lord says, disclaimer, don't do that.
Okay. Dude, why am I so short? Why is the game doing
Itsliamp says, yo, this is a banger song. The one and only Mango Lord says, shorties. Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, how short is shorties?
Ouch.
The one and only Mango Lord says, the word shorties implies there is also a singular form, shorty. Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, I rarely see shorties in your chat anymore.
He moved on.
Itsliamp says, holy nostalgic song. Bro, I love Marshmello. Apex Dasher says, actually don't do that. Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, absolutely fried map, loudly crying face.
Oh my gosh, what are these patterns? These patterns are so dookie. 3 out of 22.
No Kazakh says, Rate my NAE
Oh
at
my
no
god,
pizza
it just
GD.
gets worse.
At the _real_ KS says,
It just gets
how
way
about
worse.
you play the DLC version? At the one and only Mango Lord says, what? At the one and only Mango Lord says, number on nice. At no Pizagd says, rate my name it's no pizza GD. At Itzliamp
Alright.
says, can you do starts by Marshmallow next? At Itzliamp says, stars. At
I don't
Apex
know if that's a
Dasher
map.
says,
That may not be a
don't
map.
lick concrete.
It's probably gonna be like a really old map. Yeah, 2020? Why do I... Wait. I played this in like Omber or something. It was like really dumb. It's like a really
At the
dumb map.
_real_ KS says, do you like my name the _real_ KS? At the one and only Mango Lord says at the _real_ KS that first message you tried to send was crazy. At no Pizagd says, say my name is good or I will appear on your ceiling tonight. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I was not letting that through. At the _real_ KS says, oh yeah.
Guys, I don't understand what's wrong with this map.
Fire.
It's just tech.
At Apex Dasher says, he is good at this. At LookGood6021 says, pray for me, my friend is making me play Fortnite.
Yo,
At
1,000 prayers.
T5
To your
says,
sanity.
average 2018 ranked
Oh
match.
my gosh.
At Itzliamp says, is this the best pizza?
Why is there a whistle?
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, 2018 tech map. At No Pizagd says, do you play GD or GTA or Minecraft? Or, I don't know.
I'm playing Terraria right now. Pretty banger game. Okay.
At No Pizagd says, is it a VR game?
Nah.
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, Vortex is Terraria better than MC?
Oh my
At No
gosh.
Pizagd says, cause I think UT is. At Cool Noodles 3 says, welcome back to another video AHH music. At Apex Dasher says, I'm playing Super Turt Leo Brothers. At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, I've been cooking on PS5 Black Ops 2 port.
PS5?
Says,
Dude, I should honestly
"Thanks
play
for
Black
taking my
Ops.
song
But
requests."
one, I don't have a PS5. And two, the PC servers are actually cooked. I'm not gonna risk hacking like my entire network just to play like one Black Ops 2
At
game.
No Pizagd says, IS. IT. VR.
Is what
At
VR.
Apex Dasher says, is my PFP good? At the one and only Mango Lord says, thank you Chat Flexfit. At No Pizagd says, the game.
Terraria? No.
At Alien Dude 1234 T5C says, I think you can get some software called Plutonium and it like has its own servers for Black Ops 1 and 2.
Doo, doo. Are we checking?
At the one and only Mango Lord says, now it listens to me. At its Liam says,
Okay.
how much longer do you think you will be lit for?
I don't know.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, is the BSR search function off right now?
Probably.
At Apex Dasher says,
Actually, no,
Pizza
it's
Baroy
working.
Sitch. At ChatFlexBot says, Gia, BSR 6 times 10 to the power of 72nd, nostalgia.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall over.
At ChatFlexBot says, on, Waltz Capriccio. At Apex Dasher says, wording. At clean_sailor says, bro, what is this mapping?
This is peak. I don't know what you're talking about.
At clean_sailor says, oh yeah, true vortex.
Why are we still mapping? There's like no sound.
At Caden N2W says, thung
Why am I
love
number
you.
1? Okay.
At No Pizag says, do you like pizza?
Ah, this map is so peak, guys.
At Apex Dasher says, may I please have 0.1 points?
What now?
At Caden N2W says, the Lord to Freddy Fazbear is Slmething.
So the first night is usually not that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.
At Apex Dasher says, Rushy. At Samundhage 4941 says, can you play tempo? At No Pizagd says, and I'll stay.
Do, 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 do. Do, do, do,
At No
do,
Pizagd
do.
says, Russia. At Apex Dasher says, USA. At Samundhage 4941 says, can you play tempo katana? At Caden N2W says, play Dragon Smash Dragon please, it's my fave song BC, I don't know how to get other songs. At the one and only Mango Lord says, I put in a BSR. At Liam Farnell says, can you play Invincible by Def Kev?
Hold on. Hold on. There's too many requests. I'm getting overwhelmed. Let's sit down for a little bit. Yo guys, how's it going? I'm on a chair. Dude, I don't like how this block keeps disappearing every time I exit out.
At the one and only Mango Lord says, guys, if you want to request, try using BSR. At No Pizagd says, play Geometry Dash. At Apex Dasher says, Pneumon ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis. At Apex Dasher says, what is BSR?
Command you use to
At
request.
ChatFlexBot says, hat and I'll play it soon. At NoKazagd says, bro you're in VR. At the one and only Mango Lord says, hat and I'll play it soon.
Yeah, this map sounds fire. Dude, it sucks that like none of these maps are worth anything. It's like the curve is so completely busted. Like only Omer is gonna be able to gain off of these maps. It's so dumb.
At Happy Lasting says, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. At Apex Dasher says, does BSR stand for Big Sewer Rats? At Happy Lasting says, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. At Happy Lasting says, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. At the one and only Mango Lord says at Happy Lasting if you keep trying to spam, Nightbot is going to time you out for a whole day. At Happy Lasting says, no now Adel. At Itzliamk says, do Invincible by DevKev. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, Brahil. At Apex Dasher says, Vortex do you like turtles? At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, Budigul. At Happy Lasting says, play Raldic CR at house. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, ya sabes lo de los lotes de las personas en las calles que me rodean cuando la SRA esta. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, Ir al Cambodrimo yle dire que pudo deser ahora 6 dias SRA Maria y
what
no
are we saying?
más en el parque.
We are just yapping at this point. What are we
Happy
saying?
Lasting says, play Baldi loves sodas.
Why are we just yapping? Can we stop? Oh my gosh.
At Happy Lasting
Can we
says,
stop.
Japanese congratulations button Japanese pat. Live voice initialized. At Apex Dasher says. At Itzliamk says, please do we don't get along by
Dude,
Marshmallow
I
Juice
just
World.
need to calm
The
down
one and
first.
only
I
Mango Lord
cannot
says,
take all these requests.
TDS does not work with Spanish.
I wonder why. Almost as if it's like a TTS made for English? Who do that, like a TTS made for the English
At the
language?
one and only
Can't
Mango
read
Lord
Spanish.
says, habla en inglés por favor.
I'm actually getting pissed off right now.
At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, I know you're using translator bro. At Viper _ Thagoat says, Jesus Christ is Lord, he is the way, the truth and the life. He is King of Kings. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, At Viper _ Thagoat says, Jesus saves. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 said.
Dude, can
At
y'all
Love
shut
Euro
up?
and Catmum says, Goonable.
I'm tired of it. Oh my god. Shut up. This is exactly like quality shot. Dude, quality shot is so funny. Oh my gosh, his reaction to it. It's so dumb.
At Ian7215 says, I think streamer is mad. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, Vortex is so pro sigma max pro ultra pro.
Alright, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna actually have to time you out if you're gonna keep speaking a language other than English.
Live voice initialized. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, bro that's English crossed fingers crossed fingers. At Sneaky Marconi Josh says, yeah ghost. At Sneaky Marconi Josh says, bye Camellia.
Yeah, let's watch some
At
replays.
Viper_Thagoat says, Jesus loves you. At Apex Dasher says, sorry bro. At the one and only Mango Lord says, if my internet was better where I currently am, then I would be more on top of these messages.
YouTube's
At
just
Apex
been really
Dasher
buggy right now.
says, for speaking Spanish. At the one and only Mango Lord says, my new command comes in too late. At Viper_Thagoat says, Jesus died on the cross for your sins. At Sneaky Marconi Josh says, no can you do ghost by Chameleon. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, or bananas, Vortex wizard so beautiful that I died. At Viper_Thagoat says, John 3:16. At Apex Dasher says, I like.
Dude, this map is such a banger.
At Apex Dasher says, lock in Ruin. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, I like. Slowed and reversed. At the one and only Mango Lord says, why? At the one and only Mango Lord says, it would be cool if TBS could have the Google Translate smarts. At Viper_Thagoat says, Jesus beat death and rose for the death on the third day. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, why yes, I have Alex. At the one and only Mango Lord says, it would automatically know how to pronounce anything. At Apex Dasher says, That would be Ekio too. At Viper_Thagoat says, do you believe in Jesus? At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, Mango yes for brain LOL face screaming in fear expressionless face at face with tears of joy. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, I lost a bet brother. Sorry.
W replays? Oh my gosh, I can't see anything.
At the
Dude,
one
I
and
love
only
this map
Mango
so
Lord
much.
says at Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 what does that even mean? At the one and only Mango Lord says, genuinely. At Apex Dasher says, lib.
Architecture.
At Viper_Thagoat says, do you believe in Jesus?
Maybe. Day and night.
At Jayzishka 4436 says, sup. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, the one and only Mango Lord says, I am Mango. At Apex Dasher says, can we make lib stand for lock in bro spread it so people can know.
Dude, the curve on Score Saber is actually just
At
ridiculous.
Not Pink Bunny says, hello how are you?
Hello.
At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, can we make Mango Lord stand for lock in bro esperadit so yes no.
Dude, this map is so
At the
overweight.
one and only Mango Lord says, what? At Not Pink Bunny says, wow you look really good.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end stream here. I'll probably stream tomorrow.
At
or something.
Apex Dasher says
I
at
don't know.
Not Pink Bunny says, I am blue.
Alright, bye bye.
At DR1ZZL3D says, yo. At Sylvia Liliane or Elena 2133 says, sorry